Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
Yo, welcome to another episode of Voice of Broklyn. I'm your host, Skrilla Fresh.
And I'm your boy, Piffy. You know that 2F's 2 Ys, man. We here.
That's a fact. From Harlem, holding it down. I got a very, very special guest in the building doing his thing. Moosie Wins.
Come on, don't stumble it.
Moosie Wins.
Yeah, man,
you know what I mean?
You
know what I'm saying? We gonna listen. He got the hit single. Pillow is going crazy right now. It's going crazy right now. Every time I see him, he performing. He's somewhere. He out of town. He doing his thing. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So what's up?
Nah, I appreciate y'all having me, especially because y'all some uptown niggas. I got, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, nah. I'm from Broklyn.
Heard.
You know what I'm saying? My man, he from Harlem, so you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we just came together like that. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Word. What's going on, man? What's going on?
Shit, man, I'm just enjoying the journey. Man. I love the shit that I do, so I just want to keep doing it on a high level.
Yo, the song is fire though.
The song. He got a song, Pillow, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
I play that shit all the time. Like shit is crazy for the lady. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I got no funny shit. It's a big record.
It's a very big record. And Joe Buttons was playing on his podcast. Like, how did that happen?
To be honest, I have no idea, which is even more flattering. A lot of times this big shit, the industry is like that. A lot of times things happen because you know somebody and people are involved. Even though you still gotta have good shit, but this situation, I had no idea about. Like, I don't know nobody on the Joe Budden podcast, like, at all. So I randomly got a DM from a associate that I met. And he was like, yo, they just played your record on the Joe Budden podcast. I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
And they sent me the clip. I'm like, that's fire. And then throughout that day, I don't listen to Joe Budden podcast. I see clips. That's the only thing I watch it with Graham, but I don't really listen. So it was interesting. It was dope for me to hear. I got random DMs and texts from random people.
Did that add more traffic to that song?
Yeah. I think that things like that add validity to it.
Yeah,
so people who might see me post a song, or they might hear it, they might think I was fire. And then they just listening to the podcast or they driving or whatever, and they hear it, they're like, oh shit, nah, this is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but see, what's crazy about that is my lady listens to the Joe Buttons podcast all the time, and she get mad at me sometimes. I be blasting the song in the crib like on repeat, and she was like, "Babe, isn't this your friend?" I'm like, "We not friends. Like we don't, you know what I'm saying? But I go to the event, and
we acquainted.
Yeah, and the first time, and the first time I heard it, I was like, "Yo, who was that? Like, what song was that? Like, that shit is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?" So, and she was like, "Yo, Joe Buttons is playing it." And I was like, "Word." And I was like, "Yo, like, that's what's up. Like, I like to see shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?"
Yo, and on another note, bro, y'all gotta really understand how crazy that is. Like, all right, so I was just watching the other day, the top 50 podcasts of the world. He's number 37.
Yeah.
So, to have that on there, like,
nah,
I'm saying?
like I said, it was even more flattering because I don't know nobody there. I had nothing to do with no industry connection, no nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about
He heard it, he liked it.
And that was flattering that he actually liked the record because Joe Budden don't really like shit.
Yeah, he don't like shit.
No, but see, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret because, like I said, my lady, she watch it, and sometimes I watch it or I listen to it. What happens is, the light skin one, I think his name was Ice. I'm not sure. Ish.
Yeah.
Ice is the dark skin dude. Alright, so it's Ish. What happens is, I think, like, a lot of people send him songs and they listen to it first. Yeah. So if they don't like it, they don't play it.
Right.
So the songs that they play, those are the songs that they fuck with. Yeah. So you already made it through the first cut, and then you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, who was this dude? Like, and they definitely was rocking with it. Like I was in Atlanta, and that shit was playing when I was in the car. I posted the video. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like the song is going crazy. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. The first time I heard you perform the song, I thought you was a part of the show. Like I didn't know you was a special guest. Okay. So when I heard you performing the song, I'm like, yo, this song sound like way together, like it, you know what I'm saying? Like
this nigga should have won.
Yeah, I told Phresher, I said, yo, bro.
Oh, you thought he was part of the showcase?
I thought he was part of the showcase. Remember when I went to Phresher, I said, yo, bro, I don't know who that nigga is, but he won, my nigga. That song is crazy. The performance, everything. The crowd was going crazy. I'm like, yo, who is this? I said, yo, he won. He was like, nah. That's my man from the hood. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what? I'm like, yo, how I never. I mean, that's crazy. Like,
shout out to Phresher and Kyle.
Shout out to Phresher. Like, he doing big things with the Who Got the Juice, man. He doing big things with that, man. So I wanna talk about like as far as the music, because I know you don't only sing, you also play instruments. Yeah. Right? How many instruments do you play?
I only play piano.
Only the piano? So okay. So do you give piano lessons to?
Nah. You play notes or you off the air with it? Like
so both. So I grew up learning how to play the piano, like reading music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Then I ain't played piano for like from like ninth grade all the way up to like my sophomore year in college.
I ain't gonna front. It always starts off like that, like niggas that's really nice.
You know why? Because we don't listen. What happens is we don't listen. Like I played ball. I was playing ball, so I used to have to go piano lessons. So I remember when I was going to high school, I told my mother, she said something like, kind of like renewing it. And sometimes I was like, Mom, I'm not going to piano lessons no more. Like I was like, I'm not going to piano. I had basketball practice, basketball all the time. So that was the case. But then you get older, you're like, wow, I'm wilding. I can't believe I stopped. So
I really got to tell you.
But I always had a piano in the crib. So my freshman year when I was on campus, I went to Temple. That was one of the first years I didn't have a keyboard. But my sophomore year, I brought my keyboard up to my room, and then I was playing all the time, like on my lonesome. And then my senior year, when you had to fill up some credits, I was like, let me take a piano class, just to refresh my memory. Right. But I still know the basics, but now it's by ear. So now if you ever see me playing a story or whatever, it's just I try to listen to like a popular song and remember how to play.
Shout out to Temple. I saw a lot of drugs out there.
No, this nigga crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But no,
hold on, my fault. What's the name of the joint? Voice of
Brooklyn. We here, baby.
How you feel about this joint being called Voice of Broklyn?
Yeah, I've been telling this nigga that, but it's his show. You know what I'm saying? So he added me on. At some point, we gonna have to do something about it. He the voice. I'm the voice.
Nah, it's cool. I actually appreciate the fact that it's called Voice of Broklyn.
Nah, it's dope. It's dope.
My idea was to get somebody else's perspective that wasn't from where I was from. You know what I'm saying?
There you have it. Perfect.
And I wanted to kind of like bridge the gap a little bit, like, you know what I mean? Because it's always been like that little.
A lot.
Yeah, it always been that.
Yeah, because Uptown is a little different.
Exactly. So it's like it's always been like a little battle between Harlem and Brooklyn niggas and shit like that, like a little back and forth. So I wanted to kind of like bridge that gap a little bit. Like,
this is cool. I wish Bearded. It's fun. Bearded is actually produced the record. Bearded is a dope producer. He produced the record. He from Harlem.
Oh yeah, that's
what's up. Bearded. You probably that's who him and Capella work together.
Okay.
So crazy because that's the only thing we call each other is Uptown niggas and Brooklyn niggas. I was just on his live, and I said his real name on his live, and he was like, "Danny's Brooklyn nigga." I do that if he late. I'm like, "Danny's Uptown niggas." Boy,
I ain't gonna front. I'm not gonna front that. It's just fun rivalry, but that shit been like that for years,
forever.
Yeah, it been like that forever. So you dropped the full album yet?
No. So as much as I enjoy dropping albums, I enjoy rollouts because I'm creative direction. That's what I like to do. I really do. But I haven't dropped I don't want to drop projects. I didn't want to drop projects because I don't want my music to go ignored. Because I know every song is gonna be good. So you drop an 8-song EP, unless you have the funds to push and have a video. Like my ideas would be too expensive. I would need a video for every song, merch for every song. I need something special. So because that's not happening, I don't want there to be 8 songs on a project and people only listen to 2, 3, the first 2 or 3, and they love those. And it's like, dang, what about the other 5? Which is fine. So I think for me, the consistency of one song was just convincing people that not convincing or reminding, but it was just establishing how good I was in a consistent way. It was like this song, this song, this song. But the next thing I do, I will release. We'll have multiple records. It'll be like.
Let me tell you an interesting conversation I had with Puff. I want to say about.
Excuse me, Puff. Big.
Nah,
yeah, he just threw that in there.
Nah.
I'm surprised he ain't say Sean. Let me tell you about this conversation. My name Sean.
My name's Sean.
Whatever y'all call him.
I call him Puffy with 2 Y's, like my name. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. Yeah, so when I used to do music at some point. I still play around with it a little bit now. But he told me, so he asked me one day, he said, "Yo, how many songs you got?" I said, I probably got like 40, 50 songs. I said, what the fuck you got 40, 50 songs? So how many followers you got on Instagram? I said, I probably got like 3,000. He said, you think that's enough to have 40 or 50 songs, bro? He said, bro, if you don't take 2 songs and push that shit for 5 years till one of them shits hit, that's what you gotta do. All that trying to not be quantity over quality shit is, know what I'm saying, it's trash. And he told me that, and that shit stuck in my head. And if I ever get famous and rich, Puff, I'm gonna slap him for that. Cause I felt bad out there. He hit me for that shit. He's probably the reason why I motherfucking quit.
Well, you know, it depends on what you're releasing music for. You know what I mean? That's one thing. If you just want to release music, you release music. I mean, I have tons of records. Like if that was the case, I could just and I do cover arts, I do graphic design, I do all that. So when I could just easily.
Oh no, we definitely gonna get into that because Lyfestyle been moving heavy.
I wanted to get into that.
Yes,
That's my line.
Yes,
that's
sir.
my line of conversation, the fashion game.
Yeah.
That's my line of conversation.
Yeah. So you know.
Hold on, before we get into that, I want to talk about the releasing of the record.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if you release a record all the time, there's like a balance because people do have ADD, so you do want to keep them alert to the music releasing. Yeah. But if you just like you said, if you're not a big artist, you release a record too often, you're not letting it. You releasing it in an arrogant way, like everybody heard the record that you just had.
And you wasting
beats. You got 3,000 followers. How many people really heard the record?
Exactly.
So if you release another one a month later, you didn't even let that record breathe. So that's what I do enjoy about. Having some creative direction around one record, so it builds. So you're just giving a lot of attention to one record. You know what I mean?
So you're independent.
Facts.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a lot more work when you're independent, but I think the reward when you independent is far much greater because you know you don't have all these different people taking from you and pulling from you, like, you know what I'm saying?
All these niggas crying to get out their deal right now. Like, it's like 10 niggas in 1 week crying to get out their deal right now.
It's a lot.
I be seeing that all the time.
Yeah, like,
it's a lot. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm. Hey, yo, bro, you pass me a paper towel right there, bro?
Yeah.
Fucking hot as hell.
Harlem.
Yeah.
Broklyn niggas. Always gotta say Harlem.
Yeah.
And I got my Biggie shirt on. We lit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a fact.
I should have wore the Cam shit.
Yeah, but So you do plan on releasing an EP?
So yeah, like a capsule. The next joint I release will have 2-3 songs on it. I think I'm gonna start releasing 2-3 songs at a time. But at least you can concentrate on those small projects.
Yeah.
I don't want to do like 7-8 because again, I know even the next joint that I release, I know everybody's gonna like all 3 records. Like that's gonna feel good. Like you're gonna listen to them. It's gonna be
like
quick,
a bundle pack.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quick, good, clean listen, and you're gonna be like, damn, them 3 is over already. Like I like all of them shits. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking forward to. Even though, like I said, I like projects. I like the creativity of a project. But you gotta
Me personally, I don't know. It's probably like a lot of other people out there that's like this. Like I like to listen to your whole project, even the songs that I like the least, because I feel like when you're an artist, right, you're painting a picture for the consumer. Mm-hmm. So it's like I want to get the whole picture. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like I want to, because when you're an artist, I'm not an artist, but I know that artists say this a lot. They want to take you on a journey.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is they might be going through, or like, you know what I'm saying? Or like their music can help you through something.
They're not doing that no more though. Like for the most part, niggas they're not making a story.
Yeah, I try to do that even with the singles though. If you follow me with the singles, like I try to engulf myself in the whole vibe of the record before and after the record's released. Yeah. So that I'm basically laying the red carpet for you for the emotional vibe before the record's released.
Oh no, that's a fact. You definitely did that with Pillow. You definitely did that.
You know, I did that with McLovin before. McLovin also, that's the record I released that in June. That just hit like 300K on streams, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, congrats to that. You know what I mean?
Video out for that and all that?
Yeah.
Video's epic.
I ain't checked that out.
Yo, that video. First of all, the shit is funny, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
It's remade. It's called McLovin, and it's remade after the super bad movie.
The super bad.
Yeah.
I got Commodore and Shiggy as my 2 friends.
Okay, right.
Yeah. About to go into the store, and you know what I mean? And then, you know, Shiggy, he be doing his dancing thing and shit like that. Phresher and them, you know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Yeah, that was a hard song. I was looking at it, and then I was just dying laughing, because I'm like, yo, these 2 dudes is clowns. Like, they're just, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but...
Great creativity out.
This episode of Voice of Brooklyn is brought to you by Nitty Customs. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Instagram handle is at NITTYKUSTOMZ. That's Instagram. You also can find them
on Facebook at TYE space NITTY. You can get all your latest hoodies, your hats, your sweatsuits, men and women. That's Nitty Custom.
Everything.
You have
Yeah,
to,
so
bro.
that's what I enjoy about.
Yeah.
That's why you really can't release a song every month.
Right.
There's no way I could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could mathematically, but
Yeah, right.
it just wouldn't work out because I want to. Again, I want to.
You wanna put your all into that- to that one song.
Everything around the song. I want the fashion, the way I post,
Right.
the way I talk,
Yeah.
the events that I go to. All the reasons need to point to the direction.
It's a whole different
That's a
vibe.
different-
Like I've been putting little shit out for my next release, but like starting at Monday, I'm gonna be different. I ain't even gonna be talking to niggas like
That's
that.
the definition of
My
good
dad's
artist.
Yeah, so my next shit is Darius. You see Darius Love Hole. That's my next shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I just tap into. I like to do that though, like to completely tap into a different vibe. And then even to do that, I need time to do that.
Right.
So I can't release a song every month because I need some time to really engulf myself in that vibe and understand what I'm doing.
You want to make sure this is it. Like I say, because you know what I'm saying. We be in them studios. Everybody think this is it. That's when we finish this track. Oh, this is one. But you gotta let that thing marinate. You know what I'm saying? Is really sit down and listen to it like, yeah, this is a record. And then when you get from the feedback from other people and all that, you know what I'm saying? Then you know it's it, and then you let that thing go.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. But I want to get into the lifestyle real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did they tore Broklyn up with that one, bro? Like,
Just before you told me we got him, right? And I went to your page and all that. You know, I had to do my research and all that. I seen this shit in the bio, and I'm saying co-founder of Lifestyle. So I'm like, he ain't talking about lifestyle. Press it, it's lifestyle. But I just finished asking somebody like 2 weeks ago, what the fuck happened in Lifestyle? That shit was crazy, like that.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, but yo, that was
Nah,
big.
it's
That
still
was
going.
It's still
the way I took over the fucking
At
city.
this point, it's more national than Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's
so we
bigger than Brooklyn,
even just
right.
shut down the showroom is just on appointment only because online booms way more than anything else. So yeah, more so than walking because if you think about it, everybody and their mother already has Lifestyle. If anything, they people order it. But it's the online goes 24/7. You know, you gotta pay somebody to be in the store.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all definitely my inspiration as far as that, cause like we into that fashion shit. I say, yo, these niggas, I didn't know who y'all was and all, but I knew it was some young Brooklyn niggas. Yeah, I said, these niggas.
No, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna go this far to say they inspired the whole Brooklyn, bro. Because, or if you just,
I want to say the whole apparel game right now.
Yeah, because
really,
if you into fashion, bro,
know what I'm saying?
Nobody. I mean, you still had your people with the t-shirts, like just t-shirts only, right? And they'll come out with that for like a month, 2 months, and then they'll let it go.
And it's over.
But when lifestyle hit, and it was to the point where, correct me if I'm wrong, you like the consumer can basically
create their own.
Well,
that's what always made Lifestyle a little bit more complicated on an infrastructure level because it was never just, come up with a design and then sell it like it's a product. It was there was nobody we could mimic to figure out how to run it.
Yeah, it was no blueprint.
There's no blueprint because it wasn't just a store. It was just figuring out the logistics of how do we situate staff, how do we situate consumers, how do we situate a timetable for people to get their order when people are coming in and customizing their own stuff.
Yeah,
it was like Nike ID,
right, like Nike
apparel.
ID, right?
Yeah,
it was that was always.
So how big is the company now compared to when y'all dropped? It's big, like you say it's global now, but
I mean it's interesting. It's interesting because I feel like in regards to staff, it's downside. Well, we used to have 20 people. It was necessary, but the influx of orders that used to come from Brooklyn was heavy. But now it runs like a machine. Shout out to C. Clint. He holds everything down, does everything. Yeah. I'm outside. So even like I spoke to him today, my lane in the past couple of years has really been to 2-3 years just give to celebrities. That's right.
Yeah.
Originally I did a lot of designing. You know what I mean? Originally I did a lot of designing.
Right.
I'm outside. So
even I spoke to marketing and promotion.
So even I spoke today, I'm like, yo, I'm going here. I got this interview, but I'm going to link these niggas from Power. I gotta stop by and get some. So you got their sauces? I said, I'm gonna get them. So that's how we operate.
Yeah. Now, of course, when you create something, the plan is to be here, to let that shit just go, right? But did y'all expect it to be that big, that fast?
Whoa, time. You gotta think. We gotta stop this idea of thinking that when people see something for the first time that it just came out. Like Lyfestyle been around since 2010. It didn't get lit till 2017.
Right.
So this whole
Right.
people always see stuff and be
People
like,
think overnight success don't take overnight.
No, that's not how it happened. It literally is around since 2010.
10 years is like
and
overnight.
then it's just like anything. You know, the multicolor Chanel was like a single. That's what I always tell them. It's like a hit single. So a hit single went crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like a hit. It's like a hit single, and it's crazy because that happened before Instagram was as lit as it is now.
Right.
Think about how viral things could go, but like, cause that's what happened. It was like a hit.
Yeah.
You know, this celebrity wore it, and this celebrity wore it, and then this, and then that's really what it came down to. But I will say this. You know, back to it, thinking about that, you can't rush things because things are not. There's never nothing overnight because a lot of the ways that celebrities were specifically based on relationships that developed.
Yeah.
So I had to be in the game for a long time to even have those relationships. Most of the time when people get placement, they pay for it.
Yeah,
they pay an artist to wear something. They ain't never pay no artist to wear nothing. That's corny. We ain't never do that.
Yeah.
It was always, and again, you can't rush relationships. It was always. I mean, anybody. I mean, especially then. Now I calm down a lot because once I really pushed my artistry like a year and a half ago, for me as a man and an artist, I'm like, I can't be groupie-ish. That I'm not doing that. I'm not about to be with everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Before that, my mindset was strictly, I'm gonna get into every room, which I could. You know what I mean? I'm like, let me hit so and so. I know I could connect with Cardi B. Let me hit so and so. I know I could connect with D. I mean, it was very easy. And then again, because of relationships. They was like, yeah, babe, bro, pull up.
Yeah.
And then I pull up and I have it and people be like, oh, that shit fire, I'm wearing that shit tomorrow. And lo and behold, they would wear that shit.
Yeah.
They would wear that shit. It was flattering because I used to always say, I know these niggas got mad stuff. I know they got Fendi this, Louis this, so if I meet them at 9 p.m. and give them a lifestyle something, and then the next day or next couple of days I see it on the gram, I'm like, wow, this nigga could have worn anything.
So who's the first big star say that you say?
I mean, back then, before it went viral, Fab wore a couple of pieces. That probably might have been the first one. But when it got crazy, I would have to say it was a combination of back-to-back of, who was it? It was Cardi, Safari, I'm trying to think of the back, Diddy, like all of these things happened within months. Right. Anthony Davis, and it was like do you remember? It was wild. Because that's when the staff was in there. It was like every day something lit. Again, it was like something having a hit single. Every day something lit was happening. It was like so-and-so would have it, and then Anthony Davis wore it, but he didn't just wear it. NBA posted it, said outfit of the week. Remember? It was just like, what the? It was just like lit shit like that. Like Diddy wore it, wore his jacket, and he was on a red carpet of a show. It was just like shit like that.
Like pocket watch real fast. Y'all made like $1 million, $2 million.
Yeah, but that don't
net gross.
I was about to say what are you talking about? Like nobody walked away with $1 million. Like you know you think about that and then you think about half of that goes away away. Then you think about expenses. Then you think about expenses. And then the staff there was 20 people.
Yeah, you gotta pay the staff and. Some of that go back into the company to keep the company up and running. Like
I'm going through that right now on a lower scale, but
like you know, but it's a constant grind though. But that speaks to y'all hustle, like y'all and that consistency.
Well, Clinton, who's the nucleus, it's crazy because he's the nucleus, but he's the most antisocial, so he don't be outside. But he and we best friends. He went to Temple as well. Okay. So a lot of it comes from also being great students. Like, you know, people ignore a certain layer of discipline, and a lot of it comes from just we understand that everything is not based on instant gratification. We know that from being students. All right, you gotta do your due diligence. You gotta. That's what I like. That's what I tell people. That's why school. That's what I like about school. Because you don't walk into school. Right. School is like that because you don't walk into school and do a week of work. Like, where's my degree?
Crazy, right. You gotta work for that.
Yeah. You know that you got 4 years left. You know that there's times where you don't want to do it. You know that there's times like, yo, what we gotta do? And only thing you're thinking about is wait till I fucking graduate. I just can't wait till I graduate. So if you apply, if you're usually in school and then you apply that shit to outside of school, then it becomes I can't wait. Obviously, there's no real timetable with the certain success as an entrepreneur, but you still like.
Did you graduate though? Did you?
I graduated a few times.
Oh, a couple times. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Graduated.
No. That was a light flex.
Yeah, that was
a light flex.
I'd rather that flex than over the other
That's
flex.
Clinton too. We both have 2 master's degrees.
No, that's all. That's
2 master's degree. But you see,
nigga say he can run Def Jam right now if he wanted to.
Talk about it.
Yo, listen. Like I don't think talented people get a lot of credit for how smart they are, bro. Because what they do is not by accident. It's something that they do that nobody else is doing.
Smart people, the smart, talented ones have longevity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The talented ones luck up.
Yeah, they get that quick.
They luck up
and that little viral shit, the viral action. That's them.
The smart ones,
yeah,
have longevity. You know, I think it's smart, and I pray that he comes out with a good song.
Who?
Nims.
Yeah.
I pray that he has a good song.
Yeah, shout out to Nims. He was just at the last show.
I pray that he has a good song or gets a role on a TV show or something. Because watching him, and I tell people like I was following him before the Bing Bong shit. And I remember when I met him. We met him the same at Heavy Hitters? What was it? I don't know. But the point is, I remember I told him, I said, I always thought your shit was together. And that's how I feel about me. Like, you know me, but then what's going to happen is, I'm going to have it, when I get super lit, I'm going to have an interview in North Carolina, and they're going to be like, so how's your success been? And you just shot up. And he's going to be like, nah, shoot up.
Yeah.
That shit been lit. Like, you know what I mean? You lay every brick down as perfectly as possible. And I told him, I was like, yo, I was following you before, and I fucked with the Fuck Your Life joint, little interview. That was funny to me. Your merch was fire.
Yeah.
The visuals were fire. You know what I mean? But to be honest, I never listened to a Nem song on my iTunes.
Me either.
But everything about him, I liked. Like, you know what I mean? The video, I'm like, oh, that shit fire. You know, I'll hear a few bars, I hear some of his record on the video, I'm like, oh, that shit fire. And I looked at his merch, I'm like, clean. Like, everything was clean. So then, he said that before when somebody said, how do you feel, this overnight, viral sensation? It's like, ain't no overnight. Like, I've been rapping for 15 years.
Right.
Like, you know?
Yeah. And that's another thing. That's another thing too. A lot of people, because they only see you pop, they only see you blow up, but they don't see the 10, 15 years prior.
Ask
like
anybody who's successful, they gonna tell you this shit ain't happened yesterday, bro.
I'd rather it that way because that's how your foundation is more sturdy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you think about physics, if you shoot up without foundation, shit is wobbly.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna be wobbly. You're gonna be up there, but shit gonna be wobbly. But if you actually brick by brick, it's gonna take you longer.
Stabilize.
So by the time you get up there, you're not gonna really come down too much. And I know that for me with my relationships and just how it's moving, my name comes across the desk of people of power.
Yeah.
It's just relationship people gonna be like, oh, this is not Moose. My man Moose from so and so. Yes, let's push that through.
Yeah,
And that only comes from grinding.
Yeah. No, because here's the thing. Like in your case, because like I said, you have the music, then you have the lifestyle. Like celebrities is already wearing your shit. Like your trajectory is like this. So I feel like it's inevitable because you're not gonna stop now.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep learning new shit. You're gonna keep putting out music. You're gonna keep doing things on the apparel side, and then as time go on, it's other things that you want to figure out that you want to do. So it's like it's inevitable. So when you do get to that point to where you're a household name globally, that's when the people gonna be like, yo, this shit was overnight.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah.
See, like, Lifestyle started in 2010. Nobody would have knew that.
Lifestyle started in 2010. People be asking me now, so what made you just start doing music? Right, man? You got
I've been doing music, right?
All the time, like forever. But only because I was putting out music though, but still rarely, like maybe once a year, I'll put out something and people hear it. They this shit. I'm like, yeah, they like, this is fire. I'm like, yeah.
Also, when you got a lot of other things going on and a lot of other things that's successful too, like music probably comes at the last of that.
Well,
list.
not really. I was actually doing. I was always in the studio.
Yeah.
Am I right? I was always in this. I keep asking because my man Mel's been around forever, so I'm like, I was always in the studio doing music. But first of all, I respect the art form. I respect the craft. I wasn't in a position to be. I'm a confident, ego-driven person. So unless I feel completely comfortable about something, I'm not gonna step out there as I can now. Right. Right now, I don't care who you put me in front of. I don't care. Like if you say, yo, Lil Baby in the studio, bro, you wanna go, blah, 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 you looking for some artists to lay verse down. Come on. Yeah. You feel me? I be like, let me hear it. What you gotta do? Yeah. 4 years ago, that's not happening. I would go, but I wouldn't feel as confident as I do now. Right. You know what I mean? So everything happened for a reason. Like I wanted to get better at what I could do, so I could
like master your craft.
Because it gotta match my energy. I feel confident in everything else, so I'm not about to step out everything else. And then music, I'm like, yeah, maybe no. I need to know that my shit is lit all the time.
Yourself is your own brand, so it's like it's not anything. So
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. When I heard Pillow, I was expecting an album after that, because I'm like, yo, if that's the single, I gotta hear what else he got coming up.
That's why I'm looking forward to releasing this capsule. And the songs on this capsule, oh my God, I just can't wait. Like everybody's gonna love it so much. And then because it's gonna be more than one song, and then now you got McLovin, Pillow, then it's gonna be like, wow, this nigga is really, really. And only people who know that are people who know me. Know me. Like obviously people like you know my shit good, but people who know me who's heard a million records and see me in the studio. They're like, oh it's really, really good. And I come out. He knows that I come out sometimes. If I put anything out, I'm so confident if I put anything out, I know it's gonna be good, because I come out sometimes with a song that might be an 8 in my mind anyway. But maybe like, this shit fire, like mid, and it's good compared to other niggas shit like mid, and it's just like I'm not, so if I love a song, I always feel that way. If I come out the studio at 3 in the morning, I'm like, yo, that shit is fire. That shit is fire. It's fire. Because I know as many songs that I make that are really good, I don't even always do that. I be sending it to my manager like, you be like, so what you did last night? I recorded 3 songs. They're pretty good. And they be like, you made this shit fire, man. Yeah, all right.
Cause I was about to ask you, like, I know that happens all the time, because like you as the artist, you're the one that's doing the vocals. You're the one that's setting the tone. So it's like, I know it could have been better, or I could do better, or I could make a better song.
Every last song I record has to be my new favorite song. For me to know that it's that.
Ain't that usually the case?
No, and that's what I'm saying. That sometimes you come out the booth, you spend hours. That's what I'm saying. This is.
So you say once you leave this spot, you already know that.
Yes. Every time I leave, for the song to go, if I have 2 folders. For the song to go into the folder of now all these shits are fire, and when I leave the studio at 3, 4 in the morning, I gotta be like, this is my new favorite song.
Alright, so what you do with your so-called dirt?
It's not dirt.
Yeah, I say yours.
No, it's still there. But you know what happens? And I always have to say this. I'll be like, because after I give the speech, I'm like, don't get twisted. The shit's so fire. I'm talking about in comparison to other. What happens is sometimes if I don't hear the song for like 5, 6 months, that happened recently. I was listening to old songs maybe like 6 months later. I'm like, this shit bang. I'm wildin'. I was like, he was like, yeah, maybe you thought this shit was trash. Kitty was good. Maybe you thought this shit was trash. And I was like, nah, this shit bang. Like, I'm wildin'. You know what I mean? So I know that if I ever say the song is good, I'm my worst critic. So if I ever come out saying that the song is really good, then it's really good.
Like that's like with me with the podcast. I was like, damn, I should have said this, or I could, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm my own worst critic. Like when I watch back,
it's all about preparation, though.
Yeah. So it's you go through those things or whatever, but it's like for a consumer, like I'm a consumer of music. Like I love listening to great music. You understand? I don't care if you're like mainstream or you're underground. If you can make great music, I'ma fuck with it. And then like with your song Pillow, right? I heard that, I said, nah, this song is fucking bananas. So I said, let me go back and listen to his old joints, because at that point, before you perform,
I'm gonna be honest, I did not know who you were.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. That's always flattering. Girls do that all the time. Girls do that all the time. Like I know that girls do it because they'll follow me, or I'll get a couple followers, a few followers after performing or something randomly or something.
Yeah.
And then they'll post on their story using an old song of mine. So that's how I know that they like Pillow. Yeah. And then they said, let me type his name in Spotify, iTunes. And then they post some old song on their story doing something. I'm like, wow.
Shit don't even match the drip. Like, don't know this, that ever.
But that's what I find that very flattering. I find it because artists, it's not just an artist, a creator. When I say artist, I'm talking about all facets, not just music. As artists, you're very sensitive. You wear everything on your sleeve. So as much as you got to be confident when you step out, deep down, it's weird because normal people don't have to seek validation. But as an artist, you kind of do because you want people to love what you're creating.
Yeah.
And as confident as I am, I'm still humble. That's what I'm saying. I'm very humble. Melz, what's the first thing I say when I get off the stage? When I kill a style, first of all, I love to perform, and I know that I'm gonna kill it. I mean, before the performance, I'll be looking high, I'll be chilling. Niggas like, you ready, bro? I'm on the violate.
Turn right there.
But then when I get off the stage, before with all the praise, before I speak to anybody, any fan, anyone, what's the first thing I say when I get off the stage? I go straight to you or Malik. What do I say? Thank you. Before anything, I say, humbly, I'm like, how'd I do?
Before they gonna tell you what it is.
Before
you could have had a little more energy.
I'm talking about I'm talking about like literally. Those are the first people. My team are the first people I go to when I get off the stage. I get off the stage. DJ like, yo, you rock that shit. Everybody's like, yo, you did your thing. People get up. What's your grandma? I'm like, hold on. I'll be like, look here, how'd I do? Most of the time, you kill that shit. As soon as they tell me that, then I can turn around and people like,
yeah, now you back to
regular.
What's good,
boy? Yeah. No, my name is because if they tell me, they're like, you could have done, I'm like, fuck. I should have done, like, yeah, you kind of should have said good shit. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah,
and I know that
because you want people to enjoy what you're putting out. You want to give people the visual. Like when you're on the stage, you don't want to just be standing there. Like you want to, you know what I mean? You dance around, you move around, you make eye contact.
Performing is just being an artist in general. You know, I was saying the other day because people, you know, which is cool. You know, I curate my gram the way I wanted it to look. You know what I mean? Like I want it to look the way I want it to look. But sometimes, you know, on a personal level, you're talking to people and they have like, you meet people and they have like a warped perception of life. Like, you know, like, you're in parties all the time. Not exactly. I just post when I'm in the party. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I never understand. I'm like, well, on Monday, I went to an event and I ain't go to another event until Sunday. So I posted from Monday and Sunday, but the whole 6 days I was inside. But I didn't post inside.
Let my baby mamas tell I party every day. And that shit could have been a fucking picture from last week. I just put the same shit. Like, yo, you always party.
And again, it's because of what you curate. Like, I mentioned the other day, I said it's amazing people's perception of me because I do everything to the nth degree. I go hard at everything I'm doing. So in every facet, people think I'm doing it all the time. But I have to say, well, I can't possibly be doing everything all the time.
Right.
The girl said earlier, well,
it's not possible.
She said, well, you know, you be in the studio all the time. Well, I said, it's funny you say that because I have barely been in the studio recently. Am I right, Melz? I said, I've been in the studio 3 times in the last 2 months, so I don't know where you got that from.
Who told you that?
Somebody else said today, well, you in Philly every other day because my son is in Philly, so I always go to his games.
He play ball.
So she was like, you in Philly every other day. I'm like, well, that's impossible. I'm not in Philly every other day. You know, so it's just you know, you party every day, you do this every day. I'm like, well, and then I also have a job, I'm a teacher. So I'm like, well, clearly, I can't be doing everything all the time, but based on what I post, it's kind of good and bad. I mean that whatever I'm feeding you is working. You know what I mean? But I do that for opportunities. Yeah. As a brand of myself, I do it so people hit me up like, yo, perform here, yo, we got a bag for you if you could do this, blah, blah, because I'm giving off, oh shit, like wherever he goes, people gravitate towards him, so I need him to do this for me. So that is what the artistry is. So when people are like, oh, you always do this, you never do, you, I'm like, actually, just ask me, or you know, just ask me. Or
always and never, not real. Like,
because see, it's the perception that you put out of yourself.
Like you say, you curated it to be like that. Like,
exactly. The perception that you put out is their reality because that's how they see you. Like, oh, he's always in the studio. Like, damn, I'm always in the studio, but then I'm always in Philly. Like, how is that possible? How is that possible? Like, and then but then I'm always clubbing, so I'm always in Philly. I'm always
clubbing. So when people say that, I'm like, first of all, I hate clubs. So that, but you know, and another thing. when people think I'm there, a lot of times, and I keep tapping into Melz because he's here. You never know what's going on. Only thing you see is a snapshot of what I post. So I could, you know,
it's a moment in time.
So I could go to work. I teach. Right after that, I can go to Lyfestyle. Be there till 6, 7, and I'd be like, fuck, I gotta go to this event. I could have a headache. It could be raining. I ain't posted I was at work. I ain't posted I was at Lifestyle. I'll tell Melz, we gotta go to this event. I gotta support this nigga because he's doing this shit for me next week. I gotta go. I'd be like, sometimes we in a huddle in the car, we get out, I'm like, yo, we're staying there for 30 fucking minutes. Right? I'd be like, oh, is everybody sounding like a team? I'm like, everybody understand. We're staying here for 30 minutes.
We're leaving. We're leaving.
But when I go to the event, of course I'm a smile.
Yeah.
I'm a smile, take pictures. I gotta turn on. That's what I'm saying. Artists gotta. I mean, I could have a headache. I could have a bad day, but I'm gonna turn on. What's good, bro? I gotta get my live.
That's your job.
And I post that, and then you always turned it. No, I actually wasn't there for that long. I was home I was in bed by 10:30.
Right.
Now that's a fact. Like with the again, shout out to Phresher for Who Got the Juice. I come straight from work to there. And then I do my little records. I talk to people. I take pictures, whatever. I tell them about my podcast or whatever. I try to, do my due diligence and get interviews and look people up and things of that nature. And I go home. I get home by 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock sometimes, depending on how long I stay. I go to work at 8:30 the next morning. Like so.
Yeah, I'm at work by 8 o'clock every day. So
I'm straight here from work.
People don't really know what they be talking about. I'm at work every day.
Look how I'm dressed, y'all. Y'all know me.
I be at work every day. And first of all, I think that also people who don't know me, they think that this is all I do, so they forget that. But first of all, I am, and everybody who knows me knows this, a father first.
Right.
Of course.
So all this extra shit, like the what consumes my brain more than anything is my kid. That is, you know what I mean? So it's that, and then it's like, I'm talking about more than anything. I'm speaking to him, speaking to his mom about what he's doing, about his games, and then secondary, and then I have a career, I have a job. Even though I've been doing that for mad long, so that's like cruise control at this point. But I still be having to do shit. Still in group tags, still in group emails, still be having to do shit.
But
so it's what you put out is what I need people to get. Like, and I look at the type of music I make. So sometimes people like, hey, this girl say, yo, you be with all these girls. I'm like, I take pictures with girls. Who the fuck am I take pictures with?
With niggas.
I mean, like, wait, listen to my music. You think I'm an artist? Why would I post the pictures with all my niggas on?
Right, all the time.
My song's called Pillow. The song before that called McLovin. So why we do take game pictures, but why would I post? Yeah, nigga. What
every time.
Like, you know, I'm not trying to be like, yo, because like, what does that mean?
You got gangster ass niggas in the picture, 6 of y'all, and then it's like, yeah, listen to my song Pillow.
Right.
Like, it's like that doesn't make sense.
This episode of Voice of Brooklyn is brought to you by Nitty Customs. You can find them on Instagram and Facebook. The Instagram handle is at NITTYKUSTOMZ. That's Instagram. You also can find them on Facebook at TYE space NITTY. You can get all your latest hoodies, your hats, your sweatsuits, men and women. That's Nitty Custom.
It's like
everybody got the mean mug on, nobody smiling.
Nobody's smiling. Like,
new single out Pillow.
Like it's crazy, but isn't that kind of like a headache even? It's like, damn, like y'all just narrow me down to just this. I mean, and just like you said, like I'm a father first, like, and it's like, no, that's cool, but what's your next song? Oh no, being a father cool, but lifestyle, like that is. I mean, it don't. To be honest, I'm scared. It don't bother. I think what bothers me, to be honest, let me be long. Let me honest. Nothing bothers me. I get two shits. Like, let me be honest.
Like me, bro.
That's when you comfortable.
Let me bring it back a little bit. I acknowledge how there are inaccurate perceptions, and I'm speaking about them.
Yeah,
I give two shits, and I appreciate, and I appreciate how people are their perception, because again, that's what I'm giving out.
Yeah,
it only becomes an issue when somebody like you party all the time, or you with girls all the time, and then I'm like, well, not really this, and then they like, nah, I'm gonna give you or something like that.
Yeah, like they think you lie. Like, why I gotta lie to you?
I'm like, all right, you know, well, follow me on the gram. Like,
yeah, but what's crazy is they would follow you on the gram and scroll down like, he's in the picture with a girl here. He's at a show. I see girls in the audience going crazy in the picture. Like, so yeah, he's with girls all the time. Yeah. It's like, no, that's not my life. Like, I gotta go home. I got a kid.
First of all, I'm a freaking artist. That come with the territory. Like, take it or leave it. Like, I'm saying, you see me with girl, you see me with girl. So what?
Yeah, I mean, you can't please everybody.
Yeah, I'm way off that.
Yeah, bro. Listen.
Yo, first of all, life is good right now. I'm gonna make this post probably tomorrow. I saw this reel of Charlie Wilson dancing. Make sure your pocket is funny. But that's how I wake up every morning. Shit, my son good and nobody cheating on me. Who cares?
Right.
No, but I mean, that's how
energy.
That's how you have to be, because like I'm to the point. It's like nobody can disrupt my energy.
Nobody can disrupt my
energy, bro. Like
I'm glad we feel like that, because I'm top 3. I don't give a fuck about your negative energy.
I give, if I care, which I normally care. I'm a people person, so I care on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I give people the space to feel, because I want people to do that to me. Right. I'm also in a space where I'm very transparent. Mm-hmm. I'm transparent about all levels of emotions. I'm transparent about confidence. I'm transparent about when I'm insecure about something. I'm transparent about if I'm embarrassed. I don't care. I'll tell you about, well, no, that made me feel uncomfortable, or like, I don't care, you know. So when things come my direction, I give people a chance to have that voice, you know. Right. And then I correct it. I'm like, well, this is what happened, blah, 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 but I appreciate you telling me how you felt. And after that, there's nothing I can do. It's like releasing the dump. It's like, I said, but I don't know what, you know.
Yeah, like however you take it, I can't.
Yeah, take it how you want to take it.
Like, I can't do nothing.
It's not my problem or I'm saying fault how you take whatever.
Yeah, just only thing I can do is give you my truth.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So how is Moosie Wins 2022 looking?
What's next?
Moving forward.
So first of all, I'm allowing y'all to call me Moosie Wins because y'all are guys, but
oh, that's for girls. That's for
girls. No.
Please
no. I was gonna say that.
Okay.
No, that's cool. I'm saying that. No move shit. I'm saying that so I've tapped into the alias Darius Lovehole. That's my shit. You know,
Darius Lovehole.
You know who that
Darius
is?
Lovehole.
You know who that is? Look at these niggas.
Nah, you.
I don't know who that is.
I heard that name before, but
it sounded like a basketball player. You want to be
Darius Lovehole. No.
You sound like a pimp.
Could be.
Is it like a alter ego thing, or?
Kind of. It's not too far from me, but yeah, it's Darius Lovehole is Lorenz Tate and Love Jones. You ever seen Love Jones?
Oh, of course.
Yo, bro.
Classic movie.
I just forgot that was his name. That's why I just forgot that was his name, though. I
deadass forgot that was his name.
Yeah. So that's what I've been tapping into, and that's gonna be my shit for a little while. Just tapping into that vibe. That's the vibe of music that I'm about
to release for
the next few months.
Alright, so you say that's what you want the girls to call.
Yeah, obviously, I don't want y'all to
No, that's what I'm saying. Because you had said, you like, y'all, I'm not Moosie Wins. Because, so
if y'all women, I'll probably lower the tone of my voice.
Yeah. Little wink or something.
Yeah. Nah, but I think.
So what's next? Wait.
So I'm releasing a capsule as Darius Lovehole probably next month. So and I'm excited about it because, like I said, I spaced everything out. I released McLovin in June. I released Pillow in November. And Pillow's still going. Both of those records are still going. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, listen.
Pillow's still going.
I have to say this again. Pillow was fucking crazy, bro. Like, shit is fucking. And it's not for me.
Pillow is my favorite song.
It's for women. I want to be clear with that. It's for women, but I'm saying the song is fucking crazy. Like, if you haven't heard it, please.
Any upcoming?
Listen to it. Please listen to it.
Any upcoming collab? My bad, bro.
Yeah, I'll be doing records.
I'll be doing records.
Can you speak on the collabs, or it's up until
disclosed information?
Yeah, or you gotta wait up until
wait. I'll be doing records though.
Okay.
I'll be having records with people.
Yeah, I know that. I'll be doing records.
I'll be doing records.
That means he got something crazy.
Yeah, I'll be doing records. First of all, I'll be doing records with people. I have people on my records. I'm on people's records, and I be doing records. They be fire.
Okay.
And then it's interesting, but that's what I'm saying. I'm even learning. You know, those records. People, when you do collabs, though you release it, that's good timing. It gotta be like, you know. So a lot of times people do collabs should be in a stash.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. They are in a stash until like it's just the perfect time for the, whether it's my record or their record, perfect time for the record.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate, because if I'm on, first of all, if I'm on somebody's record, I need that to be one of your best records, which that be happening. So I'm excited.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I know that they treat it it's a fragile thing. They're like, oh nah, we're gonna hold this, we'll treat this special, we're gonna release this when we get there, which is cool. So yeah, I be doing records.
So you ever
I sounded thotty, but I be doing records.
Nah, but on a serious note though, right? So you do records, let's say we in 2022, right? Did you do records like, let's say in 1920, right? That haven't been released yet?
So like, I got a record with Kaki Kai.
Okay.
We did that record in
2020.
November 2020.
Before the pandemic.
Not during it, like October 2020.
Shout out to Kyle.
And the record is super fire.
Shout out to Kyle.
And it's crazy, you know what's so crazy? We haven't done a record since, because probably we could just keep making records and then we'll keep doing this, that. You know what I mean? But we both know that record. We always joke. We like, yo, boy.
Will it work? You feel it works still?
What?
The record.
Facts.
That's why I ain't gonna lie. My sound.
That shit fire.
My
That shit
sound.
OD. My crew is, every time a lot of times we chill on each other, they be like, yo, boy, when y'all releasing that record, boy, and I be like, oh, chill. You violent.
It gotta be the
It gotta be something. So, like, for example, with Cocky, like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't release that record till I'm lit and you lit. Like, on a certain level. That's how I feel. Like, either one of us gotta have jump up a level, and it's like.
And then,
so if he do it, I'm gonna be like, yo, so let's release.
Like, my man got a song with Capella. Like I said before he got on, and once Capella shit blew, he started putting this shit out. But it's not getting the same type of track. He thought that off a Capella success was going, bro, you still on 2,000 views and all that. It's like you say, you gotta wait till both of y'all.
You gotta be
like,
strategic, and especially if you have a good feature, you just because you don't want to waste it. Once you get it out there,
everything
right immediately.
Everything is marketing. Like if you know how, cause you can have a fire song, bro, and don't know shit about marketing.
That's not just music though. So I also do a lot of creative direction and branding shit. Like I run a handful of Instagrams, and I do a lot of graphic design for like flyers and promo graphics. And I always tell people when I start working with them, I'm like, look, these things are important in 2022 because unfortunately we live in a visual based world. So that means that you can have a fire product. Let's go the other way. You can have a horrible product. Not horrible. You can have a not so good product. And if your marketing really look good, people are still gonna buy into it. If your gram look good, your website look good, but real quick, now if you have a bad product, I mean a good product, and your graphics are horrible, you don't really market it, nobody gonna know about it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very important.
Look, perfect example. Classy Azul. That shit is some of the cheapest fucking tequila in the world. I did research and all that. Now I'm saying,
niggas probably started
yeah.
I can see that. This bottle is
that's what I'm saying. They had the little bell on the top. Dang, they was happy about that. Like I'm saying, but it's some of the cheapest tequila in the world. But they went back into they went back to the drawing board. They went back to the drawing board and found a new way to package it, and they came out with that base bottle and all that, and then it went off from that.
Is that a charger? My fault.
Yeah, no.
Is that an Apple charger?
Yeah.
Oh, you put it on there? My phone.
Now I'm saying, and the shit went off just off the packaging, bro. The liquor still the same.
Oh, that's the doctor had that shit right there, charging. While I was on live.
Oh, the whole time.
Facts. Going good, niggas watching it.
Oh, and I had the 40. I got the 40 too for you, too.
Yeah, nah, that shit.
Yeah, we about to wrap it. We about to wrap it in a sec.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just got one more question for you before we wrap it, because you got a little bit into your personal life real fast. What do you teach and all that? Like, what do you?
So, all right. So I teach math.
Okay.
I teach math for a long time.
Kids, high school.
Eighth grade. I've been teaching math, so I actually excel on both sides of my brain. I really I teach math. But if we talking about personal life, then my son, he's lit.
Yeah.
My son
So-
play ball. He's like super lit.
He's in high school right now, right? Oh, all right.
He's 10th
So
grade.
so 10th grade. Okay.
You and
So
all that and all that.
Oh yeah, he been like no, he's a ball player.
any colleges is
He will be. This is after, so his season about to end. So
Okay.
he's hyped because he know like his all his friends, everybody's getting letters now. So like I told him, I said this something's gonna be fire. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, facts,
he's
facts.
not my son lit. He bigger than everybody in this room. Maybe not him.
yeah. Like like what?
Word to everything I love.
Yeah.
When I say bigger, like I don't understand what's wrong. Every few weeks he gets bigger. And his mother, he lives with his mom, and she said that. Cause remember, he don't like for the last few games I've been to, he don't wear a t-shirt under his jersey no more. So he was playing yesterday, and his mom was like, "Yo, he looks different than he looked a month ago." And I said, "Yo, it's
He's
really
growing,
getting." I'm
puberty.
dead serious, bro. I hope when you come tomorrow at White, you just cut. You see a bit of like it's out of control, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
no, he worked.
So I was talking to his old coach and mom, like, you know the scary shit is my son's 6'3", 190, like he's solid. So I said, you know, the crazy shit is I was like, yo, he grows. He just turned 15 in December, so I was like, he grows so much every 6 months. We don't know what he's gonna look like next year.
Yeah, right.
And his mom was like, she was like, yeah, I'm like, he could really be 6'5" and Aki. And we
some
don't.
Zion shit.
He because he broke when he broke his leg. He broke his leg a year and a half ago, and he fell in love with working out when his leg was broke because he had to. He was going to the physical therapist, and they had to tell you, you got to do this, make sure you do it. And then he just got into. And then when you start working out while you're growing, your body grows into it. So he just got
So
started
that's
loving working out, and then he started playing varsity. So they go to the weight room, and he loved the weight room. So why didn't you see him no more? You saw him 2-3 weeks ago. He just keeps looking more cut. You be like, damn, this nigga is. I just want to slap him though. You know, still a little Jake, like, this nigga's looking arcade. Like,
I mean, yeah, like he just, you know what I mean, keep him on that basketball path, and that shit, it's gonna take him places, man. Like, you know, as long as you stay focused, and it looks like he's focused.
No, that shit took me play. I've been around the country because of him, and while he's growing up. There's places I've never been because of him. I've been to Vegas for the first time because of him. I went to Houston 2 times because of him. I fell in love with Houston because of Jalen. He had 2 tournaments in Houston like in 1 year, and I was like, and every time he would go, I would go out at night, and I'm like, damn, Houston is fire.
Yeah,
I told him, I would have never been here if it wasn't
Shout out
for you.
to Houston.
Yeah. Shout out to Houston, like,
You got a
or something like, I know you had a game, but nigga, I'm performing pillow, nigga. Like,
Now we on that second time. That's the much I put on him. I'm like, yo, we got 1 more year, so we gotta be super lit separately. Like we on by like, yo, we gotta get.
yeah, nah. You got a lot of things. You got a lot of things going on, man. And like I said, your trajectory is going up. And hopefully, you know, I wish more success to your son with the basketball, and of course you with the music and lifestyle and everything.
And shout out to Sylvie.
Shout out to Sylvie. Shout out to
Connected
her.
us to
I've been in contact with Sylvie, so shout out to her.
Shout out to Sylvie. Shout out to WiteaseMusic. That's my
Okay.
the independent label that I'm with right now. WiteaseMusic. So shout out to
Okay, shout out. Yeah, definitely shout out to them.
them. And shout out to my guy Melz too.
Oh, shout out to Melz in the background, man.
He was validating everything I'm saying, so y'all didn't think I was lying.
He cooling. He's sitting back chilling, man.
He's lying.
Yo, spread it, bro. I need an air horn next time. Like that's, I want a Cali air horn for the next one. You know what I'm saying? I need one of those.
Nah, but you know, I wanna especially thank you for coming through today to the podcast and you know what I mean, showing us love or whatever. I wish you more success. I wish for Pillow to get bigger than what it is. I wish success for your next single and just great things is happening. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm your host, Skrilla Fresh. This is Voice of Brooklyn. I got my co-host with me.
It's your boy Piffy, 2 F's, 2 Y's.
I got Moosie Wins with me.
Moosie Wins, yo, this nigga got an uptown name too.
Yeah.
That's 2 Y's. That's uptown type
Moosie,
shit.
before we head out, give them your Instagram name.
Yo,
Give them
Moosie
your
Wins,
handle.
MOOSIEWINS. You know what I mean? That's the handle. You can find that on all the streaming platforms. You know what I mean? So that's what we doing. We winning out here. More wins for everybody.
That's a fact. And we out of here.
Yo, make sure you follow me on the gram, Real Piffy. Now I'm saying follow the clothing line, MDMA Fashions, man, on Instagram.
Run it up, 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 run it up.